Hola, whizzy wizards, and welcome back to the pursuit of happiness with me, Pigtail Gurl, your friend and fellow wizard on this path of life. Hello, and welcome back to the show, my dears. As it is the impending end of the world eclipse time, I thought I would do a quick video. I mean, you know me, I just laugh at everything. You got to laugh. Look, this is, oh, sorry, the blurry thing. Look, oh, here's my magic bag. This is my little bag of tricks here, my tarot. But I'm going to do a little sort of message from spirit. I'm going to get a message. I'm going to pull some cards and, oh, where's the zip? And I'm going to see what happens, what comes through. Let's see, what's this eclipse energy? What energy we're going into? You know, I see a lot of people worrying about the dark sides, the shadow sides of what's going on. But what's the overarching message that creation spirit wants to give to anyone watching my show right now? Oh, look, my hands. Sorry, I'm playing around with backgrounds because, well, I move around a lot. And sometimes I have to video and the background is not so good. So I've put lovely abundant gold for you guys. So you can just feel that power of that joy, that abundance, that gold. So I chose it. Maybe that's part of the message. Let me start to relax and center myself and ask spirit, creation, the creator, the mother, father, child, the Trinity energies. What is the message for this coming eclipse, the solar eclipse? I'm hearing the words corruption and collapse straight away. So two C words. I'm hearing the word corruption and collapse. And as I'm saying the word collapse, I'm just seeing like when a building free falls concertinas into itself, down and flat. That's what I'm seeing. I'm hearing the word rising. So I've seen the collapse and then I'm seeing like a sun rising. So I'm seeing the sun rising and I'm hearing the words rising. But I'm also hearing the word downfall, a downfall. But this downfall is a positive downfall. It's not a negative downfall. This downfall needs to happen. And I guess it's got something to do with the corruption and the collapse, those words there. So I do feel as if some sort of corruption is collapsing in on itself. And it's almost like it's because there's this new sun rising, this frequency, this energetic that's coming from not just mankind. It's not only coming from us, it's coming from different life forms. There's different life forms as well here with us. It's not only us that's this sun rising. Yeah. Maybe like galactic family, the Elarians, and that's the true name of the angels as given to us by Starfighter in the Time Chronicles. If you haven't watched that episode, All Things Angel, check it out on the Time Chronicles. That's not this channel. It's another channel. You can find it here or in the description box. So I'm feeling like that's significant as well in this reading. So yeah, I'm feeling this connection actually now with the Elarians, the angels. And of course, that's where the word El got hijacked from and then used in all of our religions, the Elarians. Yeah. Oh, they're coming home. I heard the sentence, they're coming home. I don't know, actually, they are. I feel what I'm feeling is a sense of reunion with something, a coming home, a sense of reunion of something that used to be there, but then it wasn't, but now it's coming home. And I'm actually seeing, like, I don't know, I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing. All I can tell you is what I'm seeing. It might mean the thing I'm seeing, or it might be symbolic and mean something else. But it's almost like I'm seeing star ancestors and Elarians and angels and humans sort of coming together. That's just like the image. I could see like this big celebration and a party of people like running towards each other, like, oh my God, I missed you guys so much. And look, this card, Peaceful Resolution. Now, this is a message I've been, a message I've been getting recently. I'm such a magician, me. Yeah, look at that. This peaceful resolution, and even my comedy, you know, this thing of something disappearing and almost like you couldn't see it, a hidden hand. You didn't know it was there, and then it's there. And that thing that was worrying you, there's been this peaceful resolution to it. And this is something I think a lot of people are picking up in 2024, just that sudden feeling as if everything's going to be okay, but not really understanding why they feel it, but just this sense of relief, as if you're picking up from the airwaves, from the time waves, right, that there's some sort of peaceful resolution coming. Now, personally, I have had a message and some visions on this. I haven't really talked about them much. But I was told that this battle in the heavens, if you believe in all of this stuff, obviously, if you're a flat earther, this video is probably not for you. But if you believe in aliens and star ancestors and the universe and the cosmos and other planets with life, then I did have this feeling as if this ancient battle between the negatives and what we might see as the positives, you know, the anti-free will and the pro-free will, right? The anti-life, the pro-life, because that's really what they really are. It's not whether all good and bad so much. It's just like, you know, ones that want to suck life force out of you and, you know, bleed you dry and sort of to the death side of things, and ones that want to fill you with life and love and energy and help you thrive and bloom and find out what you're supposed to be doing here with yourself, you know, full of free will and choice and co-creation. That's the forces we're looking at here. And I felt as if this year there is going to be a solution, a resolution to that age-old conflict that's been going on behind the scenes for like forever. Oh, and this is another card. This was the next card, Abundance. This is the gold. You know, I said to you, I've been feeling this gold. There's this sense of abundance coming in this year. And abundance obviously means many things. It really means like I'm hearing the land of milk and honey. I'm hearing those words too, the land of milk and honey, as if all the things that have been held back from us are suddenly going to be able to reach us due to this peaceful resolution. And I do feel as if it's imminent. I don't feel like it's all doom and gloom at all right now. In fact, I feel the opposite of doom and gloom, all rainbows and sparkles. Okay, Spirit, Elarians, ancestors, are there any more messages in these cards? Yes. Okay, let's see. What else are we feeling, seeing? What does Spirit want to say about this eclipse on the 8th? The big X moment. X marks the spot, turning point, the moment where it all comes to that crunch point, you know, the X. It's a very powerful shape. It's in the middle of the symbol of eternity, of the never-ending loops, right? It's that middle crossover point. Yeah, it's a crossover point from the false matrix into the proper matrix, from that fallen inverted reality moving towards that positive reality, which is really what the new world is, this new earth. It's really the old earth that we go back to, but it's new in this moment. It's not a completely different earth, but it's like we're renewing the earth through this process. And it's not even about changing dimensions. It's about changing matrices that we're plugged into, from this false inverted energetic into this proper divine energetic, which is where we're supposed to be. And because we're connecting back to it, our abilities to heal, create, find solutions, feel the divine energy connecting to us, all of these things that we used to feel return to us. And it's a return of our birthright. And that's why we become more abundant, because we're going out of a sort of slave matrix into a freedom nurturing matrix. And now this next one is communicate clearly. I didn't even communicate clearly then. Now, communication is such an important part of everything. Everything. Your healing is directly linked to communication within your own body minds. And then your life, which is an expression of your internal world, is connected directly to how you can communicate. And also not just speaking communication. I always think about listening as well. Actively listening is part of communication. You've got to really be able to try to listen to other people's points of view for that healing to occur. It's time to sort of, because the inverted matrix is the thing that's brought all of the conflict and all of the turmoil, we have to now undo all of that to return back to a healthy society as a people. It's not just everything's going to be okay when everyone thinks like me and sees it the way I see it, or else I just can't get on with them. That is not going to be how it is in this new divine matrix, this proper matrix. It's going to be, we all have to come together on the things that connect us and the things that bond us. And even this experience of overcoming this foe is a connective experience. So this need to communicate, and also with this eclipse, we're going into the Mercury retrograde as well, aren't we? Which is all about communication. Clearing up any problems in your communication, thinking about how you speak and communicate with others, coming from a place of expansion or retraction. Are you helping people sort of become defensive, or are you enabling them to open up to you? Because I find that one of the things I've always been able to do is get on with just about any type of person. I've always done it. It helps when you work in the club industry, the hospitality industry. I've always worked in people-based industries. Usually, even with my healing, I get all types of different clients that I work with. So you have to be able to build rapport with different people. It's like being an ambassador. When I was traveling, I was like an ambassador for my people when I was going to places where they'd never seen an English person. Sometimes they'd never met a white person before in their life. So I thought, well, I'm going to be the first one they meet. I need to be an ambassador for my people and come to them with love and connection, so they will remember that and always think of people that look like me with that fond memory in their heart. So I have learned to not make communication all about, pushing my own personality on someone, but just coming to people where they are, meeting them in the middle, learning to break bread with people, learning to listen to people and appreciate what they want to tell you, and to honor them and respect them. And then you gain it back, then they feel safe with you and they can give it back to you. And just being able to meet people in the middle. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, in the middle. And again, it's like that X, that's how the peaceful resolution always has to come about. You have to meet people in the middle. Otherwise, it's unfair, because everyone's points of view and emotions and thoughts are valid, but you have to meet in the middle, because you can't change people to agree with, everything everyone else thinks all of the time. You can't do that. But what you can do is meet people in the middle and work with what you got that you share, right? It doesn't mean you have to change your way of being, to fit another person's way of being, but it means where you meet in the middle, you can connect and you can join. You're not just cutting everyone off and burning bridges. That's how wars start. That's how all the issues we've had on this planet start. It's just all these clashing of concepts and the ability to disconnect people. Oh, this is a one-channel message coming through. Wow. Okay, this eclipse is sounding mighty exciting. And that's why there's so much, the dark is doing this and the light is doing this, because it's just this epic battle showdown, and it's coming to its head. It's coming to its peaceful resolution, believe it or not. I don't even imagine how that looks in the heavens. I've tried to see it, and the only way I can see it being a peaceful resolution is if the negative aliens finally just decide it's not worth their effort and they go somewhere else. And that would be a peaceful resolution. It wouldn't be annihilation or genocide. It would be a stand down and an exit, and off they go. And then, this planet is back to normal. Listen to your intuition at this time. Don't get caught up too much in stories of fear. get into your own intuition, because fear blocks intuition. Fear and anxiety confuse us, take us out of the crown chakra, take us out of the third eye chakra balance and into negative, paranoid or delusional possible thoughts for the future. And I say a delusion, I know this can be a trigger word for some people. A delusion is just a false story that you're projecting or that you can create. The mind is very powerful. So when we believe something, the mind then generates the image of it. And that's what is a delusion. A delusion is a false story that you have manifested based on a filter of fear, anxiety, triggers, distrust, subconscious programming that's affecting your ability to see something clearly or to allow you to just disconnect and stand in your own power. So they can come in many shapes and forms, but you need to stand in your own power as well. You need to stand in your own power. Make your picture, the one you want to project. Think about what it is you want to see. And this is very much the mind and the heart and the body working together here in alignment to bring things into being. This is a powerful time. If you're connecting to that divine matrix right now, you will notice, please put this in the comments if you're noticing this, that your own abundance, your own manifestation abilities, if you've been putting in the work, right now, you're going to see them increasing. There's going to actually be an increase. If you can clear away fear, anger, compulsive focus on negative things, negative stories, watching what's going to play out, what the minions are doing or anything like that. If you can clear all that out and just focus on your own story and what you want to manifest, you're going to find that it's going to increase. Your ability to manifest is going to be increasing. Oh, and for some, it's going to bring a sense of romance and passion back, because I think when our nervous systems, what I'm hearing this is when our nervous systems relax, it enables us to be more fully present in our body to enjoy the sensual experiences of life. So as we go through this process of this resolution that's going to be felt on every level throughout all life here, as we go into this peaceful resolution, that's the war's been affecting all life, even down to rocks, minerals, plants, animals. If it's got any sort of life essence in it, it's affected by what's going on here. So this is like a returning of balance between the divine masculine, feminine aspects of self, internally, externally, perhaps even on the planet, because part of this inverted matrix has been about the separation of masculine and feminine. Everything is being separated, because you can't enslave until you've separated. It's impossible. All of the enslavement of mankind came from warring monarchies who were fighting for land, and then the losing tribes, whatever, were turned into slaves and sold off. So the entire slave matrix is governed by battling warlords and the separation of people into the battling warlords and then into the aspects of slavery that we're still sort of coming out of now, barely coming out of it. It's just changed face, changed shape. And this to me is that this freedom and this union and this communication, this resolution is going to bring our sensual five senses back into alignment. We're going to start enjoying our experience of life more. And the more healing that you've done, the more quickly you're going to be experiencing it. And I'm hearing this sense of relief. You're going to be feeling after this eclipse a sense of relief. There's going to be a release of pressure. Yeah, and I'm seeing this card again. It was just there on the bottom. I was guided to look at it. This peaceful resolution is helping the masculine and feminine, the men and the women on this planet, also to reconnect, because that was the beginning of our downfall, was the disconnect of the male from the female. And I'm also seeing this card, trust. And you're going to find that you're going to be able to trust again, because while you're in a state of war, which is what we've been in for thousands of years, it's hard to fully get out of that fight or flight mode and to trust and just to feel grounded, safe, connected. There's going to be a sense of trust returning gradually from this eclipse onward into the summer. And yeah, I'm really feeling a positive movement. Okay, are there still messages from these cards that you want to give? Oh, wow, I really likes these cards today. These are angel answers. I like these cards because they haven't given any biblical definition to the angels, right? They're just frequencies and energetics in this pack, which is why I chose it, which is why I like it. No need to worry. No need to worry. Trust. I mean, these cards, they're just telling you the story here, aren't they? And this is the feeling I've been given this year. And I'm hearing the word victory. I'm hearing the word victory, and I'm even seeing it here with the hands or the energies going up. Are they hands? Yes, they are hands. The V for victory. And that's the peaceful resolution. There is a victory in this war this year. That's what I'm seeing. All my cards are back to front. Oh, I wonder. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, there's a victory coming in. There's a peaceful resolution, even though it doesn't seem like it. It's because this peaceful resolution is not necessarily directly linked even to what we're doing. This peaceful resolution is linked to what the angelic beings are doing with the star ancestors in this war against the unseen foes, the ones that we don't have much, what's the word, access to. The realms we don't have much access to here, the ones that we're quite blinded to really what's going on. You know, everyone's got their own story. Everyone tells you slightly different story. We've got bits of the story here, there. The Time Chronicles again goes a lot into bits of that story. And so we're sort of running a bit blind there, but the impact it's going to have on us here on the planet is going to be huge. And that's what's bringing this big change this year, because we've been fighting away, battling away on planet Earth, but the big change is coming because now the other guys are also taking care of business. And look, in the near future, yeah, this is imminent. This shift I'm talking about now, it's already in process. It's happening. 2024 is the year, this process, and a year to us is nothing to these other guys. Don't forget, you know, it's just a blink. This has been going on we're looking at something that's been going on thousands of years. Thousands and thousands of years, and we're going to see the ending of it in our lifetimes. I mean, I honestly believe that this is what everyone's been picking up and really tuning into. The New Agers, the people feeling apocalypse, big battles going on. You know, we've got sort of snippets of the story, but I don't think anyone had it fully correct. They just could, you know, they were just going on what they had, trying to make the best of it. You know, like we all do. Okay, so I'm still, wow, the angels are really chatty today. Well, I've been very chatty with them. I have been chatting away with them. Not going to scrimp. What else do you want to say? Oh, I'm just filled with this immense sense of joy. Look for a sign. There will be signs. There's going to be signs that what I've just said is true. And it could even be, you know, that the signs are in the sky. The signs could be signs that have meaning to you in your own life. It could be just your own personal signs. It could be that you're getting dreams, synchronicities increasing. And you need to just, if you don't feel like you're very good at seeing signs, ask for a sign. Ask for a sign. And you're going to be given it. If you need as well, a little help trusting, because let's be honest, we are a race with PTSD. We all have PTSD here. I think everyone has it. I don't think there's really anyone without it, because it's collective. You can't not have it on a war ravaged inverted matrix planet. You're all subjected to that consciousness as a collective. Doesn't matter where you are on this planet. So it can be even hard for us to trust signs, trust things, because it's not there in the genetic memory. There's a lot of memory of things going wrong, of being tricked, mistreated, trapped, enslaved, of death, of illness, of sickness. You know, we have all these things in our psyche, of lies, so many lies, deceptions. You know, no wonder people get confused around here. Compromise. Yeah, all peaceful resolutions lead to a need to compromise. And it's true from your basic relationships up to the very nation against nation relationships, country against country, religion against religion, race against race, gender against gender, you know, alien, against humans, against, you know, nature. You know, all these things, the peaceful resolution always comes from compromise. Compromising brings balance. Yeah, it's never wrong to compromise. As a mother, I always try to compromise, and a wife. I always try to compromise. I make a lot of jokes online about relationships. I like to post my funny memes, but at the end of the day, I do really believe in bringing balance and compromise into situations, being the ambassador, being the mediator, the one who can find a fair solution, and to be if you expect others to accept you the way you are, to be able to accept others the way they are. Yeah, that's why I did a video. It wasn't very popular because people don't like to hear it, about how shaming doesn't really help people. And, of course, you're going to have people that, oh, yeah, there's people, they're so bad, you've got to shame them. Well, yeah, you can, but you're only going to shame them to benefit yourself, to make yourself feel better. And I'm not saying you can heal everyone and help everyone, but all I know is that putting more negative energy towards people only adds to the negative energy. I mean, that's just a given. It's like if you've got one side negative, positive, and then you just pile a load more negative on that side, the scales just go more and more like this. For humanity now, we really need the balance. Like, we all need it. And it's going to come through this peaceful resolution, good communications, compromise. And if you believe, and I'm really feeling about the power of your own wizard, your own magic inside, that if you can, picture it, if you want to believe, you can believe it into being now. And if you want to believe that you have power, that you have the ability to create, then this is going to be reflected back to you very powerfully, especially just after the eclipse, right? Because this is a process. And let me think more deeply. Is there more? I feel like I'm feeling actually it's connecting to another card. Yeah, this is talking about, again, about that recovery from the PTSD and all the trauma and how it stopped us being able to believe in how we want to see the future. So many people tell us what our future has to look like, right? Down to our religious texts, the way they have to have prophecies, thousands and thousands of years, like, yeah, this is going to come to pass. And each prophecy is different, and they all sound very convincing because language, symbols, mathematics, numbers, dates, they're like codes, 0101. It's so easy to program us with words, numbers, symbols, ideas, concepts. We are just like AI computers, easy to, you have to teach and put in loads of data into an AI, and then it starts working on its own. But it's like we've been so brainwashed and given possible future ideas, because let's be honest, our future hasn't actually happened yet. I know we can think about time in many different ways, but like from our perspective within linear time, we are here, right? And we know that every choice we make, every decision, it can create like multiple timelines splintering off, from this one. And there can be many coexisting timelines running parallel. But it's like, if you believe that you can choose a new direction now, you're going to be able to bring many, many new things into your own life. If you can just imagine things that maybe you dared not even believe might possibly be true one day. Think about it now. Like, how do you want this new way of living to look? I'm feeling very much this is a global thing too, not just in your personal life, but, how would you like to live? What would society look like in a perfect world? Dare to dream it. Dare to imagine a new system. What would healthy systems look like? What would it look like to live in a healthy society? Like when you've never had a healthy relationship, it's hard to imagine what a healthy relationship looks like unless you've seen it. Some people have the ability to tap into divine imagination and to imagine things they've never experienced. Very creative people can do that, but not everyone has the ability in them yet, just because they're blocked or they don't believe in their ability or they haven't practiced their ability. It's not that you can't do it. You will do it one day if you don't do it already. So if you believe to choose that new direction, think about what that new direction is going to look like. Dare to dream, dare to design new systems, new ideas, new paradigms, sit down, think, oh, I'm the creator. I'm not saying that, I'm God over everything. Think, okay, I'm a creator. I can create this new timeline, this new future. What's it going to look like if I could choose? How would it look if I could choose? and think about how that would look and spend some time, because I just really feel like a very powerful message right now is that magic is increasing for those who have gone through the initiations and gained the keys, who didn't fall too much into rigid dogmas, those who are still quite free in themselves. They're going to be able to free themselves much more quickly as we're stepping into these new energies of freedom. It's more rapid, and the more you unlock it for yourself, it's like the way shower shows people back to freedom. Yeah, the way show is really just unlocking the keys that show people how to free themselves from that slavery that everyone is really under, whether they know it or not, to become that free spirit, that free co-creator who is now in charge of their own destiny, right? And working peacefully with others as well to enact this destiny that we can all be a part of. It's not now about the hermit wizard. It's not about the solo wizard. Now it's about the community of wizards. It's, and the light just shone then when I did that. The community of wizards coming together. And I'm just feeling that we're returning to that. And that's what this eclipse reading message wanted to talk about. Is there anything else Spirit wants to? No, I'm feeling that's a good end point for this message. I don't want the video to go on too long. So, my darlings, hope you enjoyed that, and hope you enjoy your eclipse, and focus on what you want to see manifest in your life and for the planet at large, and start to really think about the planet as a holistically unified group of life forms all on one body that is the Earth as well. And don't go into any fear states. Focus on what you want instead. And I hope you enjoy it. And I will see you. Oh, no, before I say the outro, do check out my new channel on Gnostic TV, please. You can support me and my work and my message getting out there now by subscribing to Gnostic TV, where I can speak freely. And believe me, I really enjoy the frequency of being on a platform where I can speak freely. And for a small subscription fee each month, you don't have to put up with adverts. You don't have to worry about being, bleeped at any point. And it just, the frequency is just so different over there. So please do come and subscribe via my link in my description box, and support freedom of speech, freedom of flow, freedom of energy. And it's time for us also to support those energies, really, within this proper matrix. Those things will be supported. So now I can say one love, and I will see you on the next episode of The Pursuit of Happiness.